I'm going to talk to you about your slate and your clickers. Okay? Your clickers are already registered to what's called a hub. You need to open your clicker bag, and inside this large pocket, that's going to be where your hub is, right here, this thing right here. Now I encourage you to plug it into the left-hand side of your board. It can be plugged into your laptop, but just think about it, you already have like a billion things plugged into your laptop. So it's just one more place that you have to find, your USB place. So I would take your hub and put it on the left-hand side of your board. That little da-da, that means that the hardware said, hey, you just connected something to me. And then it said, oh, I'm going to install the drivers. So my clickers are already registered. So you could technically use your clickers today. You can plug in your hub and pass out your clickers. Now later you can assign them to students. There's always additional instructions for things. But if you just want to do a check for understanding and figure out, was my lesson I just taught successful? How many students understand what's going on? Oh wow, only 60%? Maybe I need to go over that lesson again and then do another check for understanding questions with my clickers. Oh wow, 85% understand that now. When you first have your clickers, you're going to have a screen protector. Go ahead and take the screen protector off and go ahead and pull the battery tag out. So you want to use your clickers today. You plug in the hub, you pass out your clickers. Once your tags are off, in the lower right-hand corner, press the power button. It's the circle with the line through it. Okay? When they're turned on, your students can do nothing until you activate the clickers. I am just going to ask you an open text question. This is just an example. This summer I need to activate my clickers. I go to my toolbar and click on the question mark. Okay? Once I click on the question mark, I get a little icon. They're still not activated because I haven't said which question type I want. I want to do open text because I'm going to ask you what you're doing this summer. Okay? This ABC right here is text. And if you hover over it, it even tells you, hey, this is a text question. Okay? So tap on it. This is going to be all of the clickers that are activated right now. If you have students that are absent or you're not using your clickers, okay, you can deactivate them. All right? This is helpful because when everyone has entered their information, the clickers will automatically, or the screen will automatically turn to your results. Because I put text for the question, your clicker is now like an open text box. At the very top it says ABC, symbol, and 128 or 12 something. It's just letting you know that you can use symbols, you can use text, and you can use numbers now. So just type in your name or what you did this summer or what you're going to do during study hall. Now once you type in your answer, this button, this first button on the right hand side, that's going to be the button that sends your answer. If you successfully sent your answer, it shows up in yellow on this screen. So let's just say I want you to answer in 15 seconds. Okay, so I can increase my time. Okay, and I'm waiting. Okay, come on y'all. Time's almost up. You only have 5 seconds. If there are clickers out there that weren't able to send in their answer, it will let you know, hey, one or more failed to answer. Would you like to retry? Now when it does retry, everybody's clickers appears to be open, but only the person that didn't answer gets to retry. Okay, you don't get to resubmit an answer. Usually the question that the students ask me is, oh, I accidentally put this in. And I'm like, sorry, there's no way of going back. So I'm going to say no. Here are my responses right here. These are all my responses. Okay. I'm going to show you how you can take your responses and dump them on the back of your screen. Okay. So let's just say you're in social studies class and you're like, what is your favorite president? Type in our favorite president. We dump all the presidents on the back of the screen and I ask students to walk up to the board and tell me a characteristic of that president. How do we get these to go to the back of this board, of this flip chart? To do that, there's this little sheet of paper with the clicker. If I tap on it, do y'all see? It dumps on the back of the board. So now I can organize them. I can do a compare and contrast. Okay, we can talk about definitions. All right, I want everyone to type in one of their vocabulary words. Type in their vocabulary word, they dump it on the screen. Now I want a student to come up here and write the definition of the vocabulary word. This is an example for like our math teachers, okay? So what I'm going to do, if you don't want to read that and tell me the exact answer, that's fine. So I'm just going to activate the clickers and ask you to put a number in, okay? So, and this is the time where the math teachers can kind of see, okay, what can they actually use when I activate the numbers? My math teachers are usually using text to let you know because they're having to select equations and put in alphabets, okay? All right, so I need to click on my question mark. Where is it? There it is. Yes, they do shut down like your cell phone does. It turns off, it goes to sleep, okay? So in order to wake it back up, if it says shutting down in, you can just press any button. Okay. If it has already shut down, you can hold down your power button again and it'll come back up. All right, so now I'm going to click on 1, 2, 3. All right, and now your clickers are open, but you're only allowed to put in numbers. I still have open clickers here, but you probably all answered. So the clickers I'm not using, I would deactivate, okay, like this. If they're all deactivated, the ones that I'm not using, it will automatically show the results like this, okay? And this is one of my favorite things. See how it says 35? 3 people chose 35. So I can see how many people in the classroom had a common answer. From the drop-down menu, I can see who answered what list, okay? Put them in order. So I can see who's answering what. I can put my responses together. These are everyone who answered 35. Okay. Now, if you're not putting their names in and you want to go by number, at the very top, what I would do, like this one's number 17, I would get a Sharpie and write 17 on top. Jerry gets number 17. I know Jerry has 17. You could even ask them their first text question, type in your name. So when you export it, their name is typed in their column. Let me show you where you can get the results. This is your browser right here. Okay? Usually you see your pages here, but there is a clicker browser. I'm in your page browser. If you go to your clicker browser, right here it says Result Browser, and there are all your results. So now we're going to export our results. I'm going to type sample. Maybe our way down here. There they are. All right. So these are all the answers that you've given me. So this is the clicker name. Like I said, we can assign the actual student's name to the clicker name. Or a lot of my teachers right now, because it's so late in the semester, they're just ready to use the clickers. When they turn the clickers on, they're asking the students to type in their name.